Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
Alright, here we go. Finally on foot. Alright, it's time to get back into control.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
It's time to get back into the swing of this, trying to learn all the buttons again. Is since how as in playing this right now, I have literally just completed Mass Effect 3, so it's going to take a little bit to get back into sort of like the swing of things when it comes to sort of playing this. Oh, actually, you know what? Assault training, increased weapon damage, increased melee damage. Actually, I might, oh Jesus, take these off. Might take them off. Put one in pistols. I might do that. Increased biotic protection, pistol and shotgun damage. They are quite good. Or should I stick it in charm and intimidate? I think one in pistols because obviously I want to unlock pistols, and then I'm actually going to stick the rest. I think maybe in charm. Basically, if you have a look at these, this is your upgrade screen. And what you got here is every time you put these in, this increases. You can see damage by 5, the accuracy by 10, blah 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 blah, blah. And it goes for the same assault trainings, that throw. These are all your different powers, stuff like that. Vanguard is you as a character in general, like your protection, your damage, health. And charm or intimidate is when you're talking to people throughout the game, you have different dialogue options that can make you do things that normally wouldn't become available. And charm is do it through like niceness and politeness. And intimidate is basically be an arsehole. And as fun as the renegade option is, we're going to go with Paragon, just because we're Dave Shepard and we're a hero. So even though I need stuff in pistols, I might stick some stuff right now just in charm. Just because it is good to get this maxed out, because it means you can do options that you wouldn't normally be able to do. So even though health and stuff like that is normally quite good to have, I'm going to stick it in charm just to start off with, just because I think it is a good shot. So put one in everything as much as you can, because then it unlocks stuff like first aid and barrier. Jenkins doesn't really matter, to be honest, but I might as well do it anyway. And as you see here, journal shows us what we've got to do. We haven't got any assignments, but we've got a mission, which is to go to Eden Prime, and codexes here are a whole bunch of stuff that we can learn. But I'm not going to sit there and read through them because it will take forever. And also you can chat to your characters as you go.
Smells like smoke and death. Oh God, what happened here?
Good question. The only one problem, going back to the first game, having just played the third, I, however, am not harmless. You said it, Caden. Unfortunately, even though I just sprinted then, it was just because I was in a moment of combat. Unfortunately, they don't have a sprint option in this game unless you are in the middle of combat. See, look, right now I'm holding down A, and even though the camera zooms in, don't be fooled, you are going no faster. So sometimes it can take forever to get around this game. Did happen here. But having played, as I said, having just played Mass Effect 3 and all that, it's quite good coming back to this one and seeing everything for the watching their reactions, see everything for the first time again, knowing what it's all going to become later on in the game. Like watching Shepard's and Captain Anderson's reaction, it's quite good just knowing with hindsight what it will become. Jenkins! No! Oh, Jenkins. I scream, but I really don't care. Alright, so what shall I do? Warp. And these are basically our powers. As you see, Caden here, he's got his powers. He's got sabotage. He's got throw and barrier. Throw basically throws them away. Barrier puts a biotic barrier around him, giving him more defense. Sabotage means they can't use their weapons and also damages them. With me, is warp. It gives them some damage, and me throw, so I'm going to give myself throw. Throws them away, and Caden, you are going to use sabotage on that bad boy, and I am going to attempt to throw that one. Whether it works or not, it's a different matter. No, it looks like with these guys, I'm not going to throw them. I'm just going to have to run. Do it the old-fashioned way. Oh wow, Caden took a bit of a beating then.
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. but I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh well, he was born on Eden Prime and he died on Eden Prime. Yep. You happy little pipsqueak, Jenkins. Didn't last that long in the game, did you now? Right, let's stick our last point in charm, just so we've got that maxed out, and let's put 2 in pistols, and that unlocks marksman. Basically with pistols, what you want to do is you want to upgrade this one as much as you can, because if you can get to there, master marksman, you are an unstoppable killing machine. Someone can have an assault rifle and you'll just destroy them with your pistol. And other than that, you want stuff like warp and throw to be upgraded, because they're pretty decent. Caden, you've got 2 more points. Let's stick that in. Let's just do Sentinel, because Sentinel's your overall stuff. So how about we just... Oh, actually, no. No, we want to get electronics up. So let's stick that in there. Yeah, basically as you go, how you rank up your character is very important. Also, if you see here, this is like sort of like the what's it called, the power wheel. Well, this is for your guns instead. You see here the Kessler, the pistol, and the shotgun I can use. But if you see here, it says untrained and untrained. That's because of the class I chose. I'm not trained these weapons. This, if I get out this, for example, look, my reticle, I can't even aim down. It's massive. It's absolutely huge, and it's pointless me using it. However, get the pistol out, and I can aim. It just, that's where you're trained. And with Caden, he's untrained in basically everything but the pistol. So make sure you sort of use the weapons that you're trained for, otherwise things will get hairy very quickly. About to say, with these games, there is a lot of explaining to do. Whoa! Because they are massive games, but it is worthwhile in the end. Oh, your sabotage still hasn't grown up yet. Or grown up? What am I talking about? Grown up. So it hasn't recharged. And in Mass Effect 1, they change it later on. In Mass Effect 1, you don't have ammo. What you
Got
don't...
some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Okay, pokey Nihilus. Oh, I'm still crouching, doing the duck walk. As I say, there's a lot to talk about at the start of this game. Obviously, I won't be yakking on this much as the game goes on, but right now there's a lot to talk about. As you see here, you got your reticle. The more you shoot, the wider your reticle gets. And if you see down the bottom there, the little bars going up, that's heat admission. When that gets to the very top, if I can make it go to the very top, my gun, I can't shoot because it's overheating and I have to wait for that to go down. So it's kind of like their version of ammo in a sense. Oh, Caden, hit that with sabotage for me, please. Unfortunately, you can't. Thank you, Caden. Well, I disposed of that pretty quick. Unfortunately, you can't map powers for your squad mates like you can in the credits, the sequels to this game, but which is a shame. But hey, games improve. And ladies and gentlemen, we have our very first damsel in distress. Where are these Geth at? Oh, Caden, looks like you haven't... Your power hasn't quite recharged yet. Mine, however, has. Wow, that was easy enough.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was going to make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
Wow. What happened to your squad is that guy on the spike, then yeah, I think you might be the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
Especially since we're one little peppy pipsqueak down, we could really use the help. But actually, Williams, while you're here, it looks like none of us might have been right. Can you tell us about the Geth?
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Well, that's what happens when you have slave labour. Whether they're organic or synthetic, they still don't like being slaves.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Well, let's hope so.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Oh, the sun. Is that the one we've just asked?
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Move out.
And other than the fact that we now have to upgrade Ashley, I just realised that all our people have their helmets on. Is there any way of taking off their helmets? Right, let's stick one in assault rifles. Let's get that unlocked. Let's get pistols unlocked. What's that? Marksman? That might be a good idea, actually, to get marksman up. Yep. Always good to give them the powers. Nope, looks like... No, it looks like no option to take their helmets off. Unfortunately, their helmets have to stay on. I normally give them the option to take off their helmets whenever I can, because I think they look funky and weird and goofy, and I just prefer them not being on, to be honest. Alright, Williams, I'll be there in a moment. Yeah, when you're picking up stuff, I normally have a theory upon picking up stuff, and that's pick up everything and then just sell it all later.
Eden Prime will never be the same again.
We thought this world was safe.
Dastardly Geth. Ugh. Didn't end well for them. Why did it tell me to go there for? Oh, okay, that's why. Still part of the tutorial stage. Right, Caden, hit it with a sabotage, and Ashley, you can go overkill on that bad boy. Oh, he did not stand a chance. See, and there you go, that's what Throw did. Just threw that guy down on his butt. Caden, you can give that guy a throw for me as well.
Plus shield!
It feels so weird. I'm so used to trying to reload from the sequels to this. Not reloading. It's just such a weird process for me. Yep, the dead bodies suggest we definitely got them there, Caden.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
I know Captain Anson said survivors are secondary, but Dave Shepard leaves no man behind.
There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Okie dokie there, Nihilus. I feel like really I should have my gun out ready, but it's not exactly like it takes long to get it out. That's what he said.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh God, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Think it made them into mini-Geth. Be back, beast! Oh, looks like he weren't the only one. Ashley, oh god, I think there he is. Now he's a target. Ashley, overkill that bad boy, and Caden, you sabotage on this one, and I think I'm going to set up marksman. This marksman basically means you can just hold down the trigger and shoot, unless you accidentally overpower your weapon, and the reticle doesn't like expand or decrease, and you can just like absolutely bombard people. Marksman, as I say, you want to upgrade that as soon as possible. Interested, Caden is interested. Alright, I cannot remember how you do descriptions in this game, but we are about to find out. I think it's just tapping the right button. Yep. Very first time I played this, I failed it because I had absolutely no idea what I was doing.
Thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
They gave their lives to save that guy? Dr. Manuel.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack. That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He could have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Unless there were 2 Taurians.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Look, Manuel, I really don't like preachers, okay? So you need to quit it.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are 2 sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Screw Paragon. Let me give you a hand.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Oh my God! What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
It was only a matter of time until he did something crazy and dangerous.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
Besides, it was hilarious.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
Good luck, Commander.
As I say, +9 to Renegade, +2 to Paragon. What has that just done to my overall? Oh no, Paragon's still miles higher. As I say, I'm playing this Paragon, but some moments there are Renegade that are just far too hilarious to pass up on. But anyway, moving on out.